Back to Hannah now in the Storm Alert Center on this Storm Alert weather day, which we hope will be over soon. She'll tell us about that, but she's going to start off. There's a viewer photo behind you, Hannah.
Yes, there is. It's really cool. And also look at that live camera right there.
Oh,
beautiful conditions. I'll show you guys what we're going to look at with that Storm Alert weather day here in just a second. But like Latrice was mentioning, cool photo right behind me here. And this is a vertical fog bank. This was taken in Trenton, Georgia by Dan Strauss. Thank you for sending that in so much. This is something I don't often get to see, but doesn't it look like, you know, maybe a supercell or a really ominous cloud? Maybe you'd see that and think, oh no, is a tornado going to come out of that? Nah, that is just an area where you've got some fog that's being lifted up into the air, and you know, it kind of meets that low cloud deck and gives the appearance of something super scary when really it's just benign and just some regular fog. So a really cool shot. Wanted to show that to you so you guys could see, because again, something we don't often get to see as much. Also, something that's going to happen heading into next week, just a real quick update, things are likely going to get a little bit dusty. The dust from the Saharan desert is likely going to work its way into our area and for a large portion of the United States heading into next week. So this is our Saharan dust tracker. This can reduce air quality, also causes really gorgeous, vivid sunrises and sunsets, and it does tend to limit storm development. So hopefully, you know, this will also keep the wet conditions away for a little while. Now, the downsides of this is that it can cause more particles in the air. So if you're really sensitive, have lung conditions like asthma, COPD, you might want to limit the outdoor time, but we'll keep you updated on those levels coming up when we head into next week and start to see that dust work into the area. But here's a check of our current radar right now. And the reason I didn't go to this immediately, had some time to show you those cool photos, is right now all of these storms are staying nice and behaving. And this is the line of storms that we're keeping an eye on right now. So not seeing anything severe, haven't even had a special weather statement for a while, not really seeing a whole lot of lightning coming up on our lightning tracker, and these storms have nearly made their way outside of our viewing area for right now. So again, there was this 2% risk for tornadoes. Like I mentioned before, if you remember, that storm system is now about over here. So if you are, I'm gonna go back to it, if you are behind the storm system, we are good to go. Maybe see a couple isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder later on this afternoon, but overall, again, so this is moving its way outside of Blue Ridge, LJ, heading into Jasper, pretty much outside of Murphy. So the severe weather threat is pretty much over for right now, but again, those areas that are still seeing some of that rainfall moving through, very, very low. I'm basically saying non-existent chance for a tornado, and we're not really seeing any damaging winds, but here, this was the damaging wind outlook as well as the hail outlook, but again, this is pretty much past. I think by the next time I come on and we'll do a full weather check of the forecast, I think this will be pretty much out of the viewing area, leaving us with beautiful conditions heading into the rest of this afternoon and into our evening hours. Tomorrow, Saturday, looking to be a fantastic day with lots of sunshine, maybe a few little raindrops during the morning or the afternoon. Sunday, there is a chance to see a little bit more rain and even a thunderstorm or two during the evening hours, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, basically slim to none in regards to rain chances. Plenty of sunshine. Latrice?